Walker once more, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. He completes this to Walker. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They snap it to Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've...
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Seahawks strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Prescott rolling to his right. Open man downfield is Hilton. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves It's up to 7. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith steps away. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Final play of the half, Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and All tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Prescott on 1st down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Smith on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 71 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn.